Coming up today on Monday's News Valdosta, a reward is offered in the Kendrick Johnson case.
And the city of Valdosta celebrates the completion of the Gornto Road extension.
Jennifer Dandrin will give us a look at the weather, and Olivia Steen will bring us the best in sports. News Valdosta starts right now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Camille Ralston.
And I'm Chris Jones. News Valdosta has been bringing you updates on the mysterious death in January of Lowndes High student Kendrick Johnson. Now, a reward is being offered. This past Friday, Reverend Floyd Rose offered a sum of $10,000 as a reward for anyone to step forward with useful information in the Kendrick Johnson case. Rose, president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, took this step to gather information to bring the Johnson family nearer to closure. While the Southern Christian Leadership Conference has no definitive stand on the issue, it says it's still enthusiastic about helping the Johnson family. All tips will be examined for credibility and passed to the family attorney, C.B. King, and Michael Moore, the U.S. attorney for the District of Middle Georgia. The offer will stand for 90 days.
Local residents may not be too eager at the onset of the local option sales tax, but the Valdosta City Council met Thursday morning to discuss lost and then immediately went into executive session. Upon conclusion, a motion was made to continue to distribute lost at its current rate. One such supporter of the movement was Councilman Alvin Payton. The notion was unanimously approved, but community leaders are aware of the lasting effects of a lapse in lost. Lowndes County stood to lose the tax because of a recent court decision. If local governments could not agree of the distribution of the tax among themselves, it could have been lost altogether. The council's action was a step to prevent that. Some people worry that the city property taxes may skyrocket and services might be drastically cut if lost is not collected in the coming year.
County officials celebrated the completion of the Gornto Road extension by cutting a yellow and pink ribbon Friday. News Valdosta reporter Sabrina Adams has more on this event.
The city of Valdosta celebrated its ribbon cutting of the new Gornto Road extension.
Of course, this is a great day for Valdosta. This is a project that we should all be very proud of, and as Larry said, this was a $1.9 million splosh project. And come Monday morning when this road opens, anybody that's not for splosh ought to realize what that one penny does for us in providing this type of project.
Jimmy Martinez, project engineer, says this.
Well, the Gornto Road extension basically allows the city another east-west connectivity. It provides not only the city with that connectivity, but also emergency vehicles such as ambulances, fire and police, but also alleviates some of the volume of traffic on the adjacent streets such as Park, Wayne, Roosevelt. Those motorists who use those streets can now use the Gornto Road extension to get from Bemis all the way down to the mall. So it would be a great benefit. That's a great benefit about this project. It adds another east-west connection in the city.
The Gornto Road extension joins Woodrow Wilson Drive to Gornto Road and provides a new east-west stairway that will positively impact the traffic flow throughout the city. The $1.9 million project included drainage improvement, utility adjustments, right-of-way acquisitions, and intersection alignments. The completed 3-lane road features a center turn lane, sidewalks, and bike lanes, a new access road to the 4 existing businesses on Woodrow Wilson Drive, pedestrian lighting, and LED crosswalks. In addition, the realigned intersection featured mast armed with suspended signal heads that are more resilient in storm and require less maintenance. Modern detection technology has also been installed that senses when vehicles and motorcycles are present to change the traffic light accordingly. With News Valdosta, I'm Sabrina Adams.
City Manager Larry Hansen expressed his approval at the opening, stating that the road has been without an east-west corridor since its synthesis 152 years ago. With a great effort from SPLOST, the project came in under budget. The addition is intended for efficiency and character and should serve as an added benefit for the businesses and the community. The Gornto Road extension will open tomorrow.
Sabal Child Transmission held an open house at Wiregrass Technical College concerning a natural gas pipeline for Florida. The 600-foot, 36-inch diameter corridor has been planned to occur in one of two ways. Option B would call for the pipeline to run directly through Lowndes, bisecting the county. Yet Option A, which is the preferred option, will run through the lower west side of Lowndes County, which will in turn parallel an existing pipeline. If Spectra Energy Corporation and NextEra Energy Incorporated cannot negotiate, the possibility of utilizing the Federal Natural Gas Act's eminent domain may be used, but as a last resort. The pipe will run through Tallapoosa, Alabama, Georgia, and finally FLP's Central Florida hub near Orlando. The pipe should be functional in 2017. Construction is scheduled to begin in 2016.
Today, Albany native Ray Charles is officially inducted into the United States Postal Service's Music Icons Forever collection. Charles died in 2004 but remains a grand contributor to the R&B genre. Along with the stamp, one of Ray's previously unreleased singles will also be available. Inclusion events will be held in Atlanta as well as Los Angeles. Former R&B artist Ashanti and the Morehouse College will perform at the Ray Charles Performing Arts Center in Atlanta, and Shaka Khan plans to headline at the Grammy Museum.
Coming up, we had an armed robbery at VSU.
And improvements to our wastewater treatment plant are underway. Stay with us.
Valdosta State University. Encouraging.
In-depth inquiry.
Hands-on experience.
Service and involvement.
And a global view.
While offering
a beautiful residential campus.
Over 100 fields of study.
Graduate and online degrees.
And championship athletics.
All in a warm and friendly community.
Get connected and involved.
Do more, become more.
Valdosta State University.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you are really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
The search is still underway for an assailant in an armed robbery at VSU. 17-year-old Michael Humphrey was arrested in the connection to a robbery that occurred at the beginning of the month. The incident took place in the 400 block of West Mary Street on October 3rd. The victim stated that 2 African-American males approached him with a handgun. The assailants demanded money from the victim but found that he did not have any cash. They then forced him into his apartment where one offender seized some of his valuables. The other assailant demanded that he withdraw money from the campus ATM. Due to recent events, the presence of campus police is steadily increasing. The authorities are still in search for the other assailant.
Valdosta officials say the city is well underway toward completion of more than $2.5 million in improvements to its wastewater treatment plant. The plant treats more than 8 million gallons of wastewater that flows into the Withlacoochee River each day. The improvements are designed to keep the plant in compliance with state environmental regulations until the plant is relocated in November of 2015. Officials say the projects have been designed so that much of the equipment for the current plant can be used in the new one. For more updates on the current plant, expected to cost more than $32 million, should be finished by November of next year. Those projects will remove more than 50% of the sewer flow from the city's Meadowbrook sewer trunk line. The Meadowbrook neighborhood is where bagged up sewage into lots and houses has led to lawsuits against the city.
The Valdosta Police Department has announced the hours for the city's annual trick-or-treat activity for Thursday, October 31st, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Extra police patrol will be scheduled during this time to ensure that the evening is both safe and enjoyable. The city offers the following practical tips for citizens and their family members to enjoy the traditional event. Walk in pairs, stay on the sidewalk, adult accompany children under 12, wear reflective clothing, select safe routes, good lighted areas, use flashlights or glow sticks. Adults should inspect treats before children are allowed to eat them. For more information, please contact VPD Commander Bernard Robinson. The city wishes you a safe trick-or-treating activity.
Do you often find yourself worrying about your health? A recent study conducted at Baylor University found that getting your health information on the internet can increase how much you worry about your health. The study said that the internet gives an overwhelming number of possibilities as to what may be causing health problems. This can cause the reader to feel they have more serious health problems than they actually do.
Up next on News Valdosta, making a difference cleaning up your neighborhood.
Then, Jennifer Dandron will give us a look at the weather, and Olivia Steen will bring us the best in sports. All this and more when we come back, so stay with us.
In 1977, in Johannesburg, South Africa, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. By the age of 9, he was already outplaying him. The odds of this gentle lad winning the Junior World Golf Championships at the age of 14, 1 in 16 million. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European Pro Golf Tours, 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the Open Championship once and the US Open Championship twice, 1 in 780 million. The odds of this professional golfer having a child diagnosed with autism, 1 in 110. Ernie Els encourages you to learn the signs of autism at autismspeaks.org. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family.
Ooh.
So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. A new Georgia Municipal Agency initiative is encouraging communities across the state to join a fun challenge to determine the most active community through social connections and highlighting everything active. Community teams such as Valdosta Lowndes County team earn points when participants share how far they walked, ran, or cycled. Participants also earn points by entering events online such as road races and cycling events. Points add up for the community team through December 31st, 2013. The winning team will be announced at the GMA Mayor's Conference in Savannah, Georgia on January 25th, 2014.
Mark your calendars for this Saturday. That's when Keep Lowndes Valdosta Beautiful Committee is sponsoring 2013's Make a Difference Day. The committee is expecting lots of volunteers to join cleaning up the neighborhood bordered by Martin Luther King Drive, Dasher Lane, Weisenbaker Lane, Griffin Avenue, and South Patterson Street. Volunteers should meet at 8:30 Saturday morning at Greater St. James Missionary Baptist Church. The event will continue through 11:30.
And speaking of making a difference, what kind of a difference will our weather make? Let's check in with weather anchor Jennifer Dandron. Jennifer.
Thanks, Camille. Well, it's mid-October, but from these temperatures, you'd never guess it. Today, we'll see a high of 81 degrees with a cloudy sky. There's only a 20% chance of rain, so you should be safe without your umbrella. As for tonight, temperatures will dip down to around 63 degrees. Cloudy skies will make stargazing a little difficult, but if you still want to see something beautiful, sunset's at 6:55. So grab a blanket and reach for the stars. Now, I told you earlier that you could put that umbrella away, but don't put it too far out of reach. Tomorrow, we'll likely see scattered showers throughout the day. Similar to today, we'll have a high of 81 and a low of 57 degrees. Sunrise will be at 7:41 and sunset at 6:54. With the weather being so nice lately, you may want to spend more time outside, but make sure you take the proper precautionary measures to protect yourself from any skin damage. Today, the UV index is at a medium of 7, with possible skin damage after 20 minutes of sun exposure. Although the temperatures aren't falling, the pollen count is. The pollen count is at a low for today, with the predominant pollen being ragweed. If your allergies are to this pollen, be sure to keep medication on hand. That's your weather for today. Back to you at the news desk.
Thanks, Jennifer. Coming up next, Olivia Steen will share high points from this weekend's high school football games. Don't go away.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all working with United Way for a million little reasons. The kids of our communities, to ensure their academic success all the way to graduation day. You see, it takes about 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a kid becoming one or the other could be a professional athlete, or it could be you. Studies showed the earlier we get to kids, the better their chances. So become a United Way volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor, and make a difference in the life of a child, for the life of that child. Give.
Advocate.
Volunteer. Live united. Join your favorite NFL players. Take the pledge. Go to unitedway.org.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
We're back, and we had an exciting weekend of local football. So let's check in with sports anchor Olivia Steen. Olivia?
Thank you, guys. This past Friday night, the Valdosta High Wildcats faced the Tift County Blue Devils in a huge region game. The Wildcats struggled early but overcame a 14-0 deficit to get their first region win of the 2013 season. For more on this, let's go to sports reporter Chris Spazial.
This past Friday night, the Tift County Blue Devils came into town to face the Valdosta Wildcats. It was a game where the Blue Devils dominated early, scoring 14 straight points. Valdosta's offense ignited from a broken play when sophomore quarterback Seth Schumann threw a long touchdown pass to the junior Rico Ramsey. Valdosta scored 24 unanswered points, taking control of the game.
We just started making some plays, and it caused a game of momentum. If you get that first play made, sometimes it just starts to click again, and I think that was big. We started to make a couple of plays here and there, and good things happen for us. Rico Ramsey makes the catch on the little corner route that kind of got us started, and then Kaysen has a big catch there over the middle, and a great run afterwards. And I think after that, we just kind of took off from there, but we just needed to come out and make a couple of plays, and the kids did that.
We found a way to come back. We went in halftime, we made a couple adjustments, and we went over what we were going to do the second half, and we executed.
Valdosta's overall record is now 5-2, picking up their first region win of the year after losing 2 straight tough region games. The final score of the game was Valdosta 31, Tift County 21. Valdosta will travel next week to Moultrie, Georgia to face Colquitt County in another tough region matchup. I'm Chris Beziel with News Valdosta.
Also this Friday, the Lowndes County Vikings faced the surprisingly struggling Coffee County Trojans. In the first half, it seemed as if it would be a close game with the score being 14-10, going into the half with the Vikings leading. In the second half, the Vikings took complete control of the game after scoring 28 unanswered points, which led to a blowout. With this win, Lowndes moves to 3-1 in the region, securing them a playoff spot for the 7th consecutive year. The Vikings will be back in action on their home field this week as they host the Tift County Blue Devils. The only undefeated football team left in Valdosta played this Friday night as well. The Valwood Valiants took on the Westwood Wildcats in what appeared to be an easy game for the Valiants as they moved on to 7-0 in the season after a 28-7 victory. Valwood jumped out to a quick 7-0 lead in the first quarter and never looked back. The only touchdown of the game given up by the Valiants came from an 89-yard kick return. Valwood must cut their celebration short due to their upcoming showdown with the rival Brookwood, who is coming off of a huge victory over Terrell Academy. They will be coming in with a lot of momentum and would love to end Valwood's perfect record. That's the weekend sports roundup. Now let's go back to the news desk.
Thanks, Olivia. When we come back, can Apple spy on your iMessages?
Stay with us and find out. We'll be right back.
My dad's one of the producers who's there today. Bring this one.
What will you find at Valdosta State University?
Challenging academics.
Innovative hands-on experience. Over 100 fields of study.
Engagement in a vibrant community.
Caring mentors and friends. Service and leadership opportunities.
Championship athletics.
The full university experience.
At Valdosta State University.
I got my MBA online at VSU. As a working mom who travels on business, I needed an MBA program that fit my schedule and allowed me to balance both my work and home life. VSU's Web MBA was perfect. I was able to spend time with my family in the evenings and then complete my assignments. My MBA is one of my greatest accomplishments. It was hard work, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Don't wait. Start your MBA today.
Welcome back. Well, we have a couple of stories of interest to all of you computer geeks out there, which is pretty much most of us now. Can Apple read your iMessages? Apparently so. Quarks Lab, a research company specializing in security, suggests that Apple Incorporated has the resources to access and possibly alter your iMessages. NSA employee Edward Snowden backs this accusation. The implications are that not only can Apple access iMessages, but it may be possible that third parties have access as well. It is insinuated that they may also be able to intercept and alter messages as they are being sent and before they are delivered. Though Apple claims this type of access would take reformatting of the entire messaging system, computer security firms have verified Quarks Lab's findings.
Microsoft pulled Windows' updates from their website over the weekend following complaints from consumers. Reports of device and systems crashing became apparent and reoccurring for the RT 8.1 update. This update was designed for operating systems of tablets and thin, light personal computers. The update only runs on built-in or downloadable apps from the Windows Store. No word yet on when the update will be updated.
Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Camille Ralston.
And I'm Chris Jones. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.